Wow! Oh my god. Welcome everybody to Citadelle TV.
Here, we'll have our dev talks for updates and information regarding the server and its future. And of course, I'd like to thank my loyal, wonderful fans for coming to see me in person, you know. Today, I'll be explaining our main game mode, Domination, and what you will be seeing during our alpha test in September. I'll be showcasing the maps, as well as the class types and the kits they contain. And I'm excited to finally show you what we've all been working on, so of course, let's get to the show. Alright, and here we are. In Domination, the game will be a 5v5 team battle where each side must claim points to reach the winning score. So we got a couple of twists in our game mode, so let's go ahead and take a look. In Domination, you must capture points. Wow, would have thought. There may be 3 to 5 points in each map. Your goal is to keep points captured as long as possible to be able to build up your score and reach the maximum points needed to win. For now, the goal score is 8,000. So the more points you have captured means the more score buildup your team gets. So make sure you're in control. And of course, players will have their own roles to play in the game with a kit of their choice. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. This is where the game gets a little bit chaotic. Every map will have a midpoint, which is located in the middle. I know you didn't see that one coming. I know you didn't. On the scoreboard, you can see that the midpoint is crossed off right now. That's because it takes 5 minutes before it can actually open up to the other players. When the point opens, it'll be announced to everybody in the game. This point also takes a lot longer to capture. Capture progress will not be reset on the midpoint. Let's say blue took over your point for a little bit, but then you got it back, you'll start right where you left off. Once the point is captured, it cannot be recaptured. The midpoint builds up the score 2 times faster than a normal point would. So make sure you play your cards right, because this can change the game. Almost every map will contain heal sheep. What? This is basically our version of health packs. Just give them a nice slap, and you're healed. There's also mini heal sheep. They do heal less than normal ones, but they can help in a pinch. This does not hurt the sheep. Finally, we're getting to the content. There'll be 2 playable maps, Pandora and Siege. It's pretty fancy, huh? Pretty cool, I like it. Each map added into Domination will have their own gimmick, meaning you have alternate strategies for every single map you play on, keeping things fresh. To my left here, you can see this sheep looks a little different. And to the right, what's this? Well, it's time to explain. A royal battle for the throne starts here. You'll find points such as a ruined kingdom, a tower up high in the sky, a windmill that may or may not hold incredible significance, and a castle, sitting right between both spawns of red and blue, with the throne room as the midpoint. Scattered around the map, you'll find gold. Gold will periodically spawn every minute or so in certain spots. Each player can carry up to 10 gold and will not lose any until it is spent. Spent on what though? Is it food? I hope it's food.
It wasn't food.
On your base camp, you can recruit soldiers to fight for you. There are 3 types you can hire for your team. You can hire a goblin for 4 gold. Goblins are weak but nimble, quick hitters. A reliable, cheap option if you want to keep up the pressure. Next is the guard. A player type mob that can be hired for 6 gold. The perfect choice for intermediate strength and value. If you got any spare gold on you left, you can hire a goblin to go along with the guard. Lastly, the Iron Golem. 10 gold. He hits like a truck and tanks a lot of damage. A powerful yet expensive beast. So make sure you save up your gold for this one. Your recruits will fight enemy recruits and enemy players, but they will not be able to capture points. So make sure you're using the right minions for the right situations. Now, let's go to Pandora. A bustling, lively land with a dark past. People used to roam the land, but the only life that's left is what grew during those forgotten years. You may have already seen this map if you were one of the 97 people that watched the reveal trailer. One of the gimmicks of Pandora will be the Tree of Life, a tree that contains healing properties. Staying near the tree will grant you with regeneration. If a healer isn't in range, maybe it's a good idea to set up camp for a little bit in the tree to heal up. Unless the midpoint opens, because that's also the midpoint, so like, it's like not that good.
Why are there more?
I know, I just introduced the heal sheep, but Pandora has something different to offer. Power sheep grant buffs. There are 3 kinds of buff sheep. First is the shield sheep, temporarily granting 50 shield. Next is the speed sheep, granting plus 40% movement speed. And lastly is the strength sheep, granting plus 7 attack damage. That's all we got on maps for now. We will be adding more maps in the future, as well as in the beta and in release in 2026. So stay tuned for that. And now we're finally getting to the kits and the classes. I know, 6 minutes too long for that. It's time to show off the unique abilities and strategies you'll be using in Domination. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, that was a really dramatic walk up the stairs. But now, our final part of the showcase. Classes and kits. Let me open up the menu here and explain. Assault players will focus on eliminating enemies with their high damaging abilities. Each kit will grant plus 75 points to the team. Don't worry, you can still capture, but not as effectively as... Controller players will focus on capturing points with their mix of offensive and defensive abilities. Controllers have 2 times capture speed, but will not be granted any points for eliminating enemies. Your goal is to hold your ground, either in or out of the point, so make sure you're watching over the fort. Support players are the designated buffers and healers of the team. A good support can change the game during a fight. Keeping your teammates alive and strong is key. And now that I've explained the classes, let's go to the kits. Yahoo! A powerful cosmic sniper. Charge a barrage when you hold your bow back, hit multiple enemies, or melt a single target as long as your aim is sharp. Drop a star to move around and keep enemies on their toes. Feel like dealing some damage? Shoot a powerful meteor shot when you're high up in the air, dealing area damage. And lastly, your ultimate. Enemies in the arena are revealed. Charge up 3 powerful shots to go through walls and destroy them from far away. A classic playstyle for many servers alike. Teleport to hard to reach spots with Blink and chip enemies down with your triple dagger shot. Need a quick getaway? Your smoke bomb blinds nearby players and turns you invisible to escape. But if you feel like ending the fight quickly, hitting enemies while you're invisible does bonus damage. And for your ultimate, Blade Tempest. Slice down any player that is around you. And confirm the kill. Next is the Sky Striker. You have a slingshot that shoots bombs. Pretty cool, right? But you also got your firework launcher. Shoot out a powerful firework straight ahead of you, dealing massive damage. What's that on your feet? Oh, it says here, steampunk hover boots. Crouch anywhere to get them going, but make sure to keep track of your fuel. The good news is, you can jump around with your bombs. An essential tactic to use during battle and escape alike. Feel like going super far? Skyward sends you flying up and away to reposition if needed. And if you're looking to get to the peak, use your ultimate. You get sent flying up and you shoot down a barrage of rockets down at your enemies. Go out with a bang. When you are slain, you drop a bomb that deals massive damage. This one feels oddly familiar. The Brute is a walking menace with incredible attack power. Crush your enemies with your axe thrust, erupting a quake at the location it's thrown, and stunning enemies. Is your enemy too far from you? Pull them back with your iron hook to confirm the kill. After killing an enemy player, you're temporarily granted speed and strength to resume your bloodlust. And lastly, your ultimate. Charge up your iron lungs and shoot out a powerful screech, dealing devastating damage to enemies in its path. And now we get to the controller kits. Let's start with Viking. Block enemy attacks and abilities with your all-powerful shield. Deal area damage to enemies with your axe and charge at them with your charge smash to push them away. Want to hold your ground? claim your territory with a nice flag to top it off. Teammates within the territory will receive minor healing and damage reduction. Do you want to really dominate the area? Summon your all-powerful tornado, sucking in enemies and burning them down if they're caught. Next is the Necro Knight. Summon the undead from the tip of your magical fingers. You have really evil fingers. Corrode enemies with your acidic blade and melt them down. Lunch wasn't so great. Let out a bio bomb, withering enemies and sliming them. Need some more support? Summon the Horrific Spirit. The spirit summons skeletons and hits enemies in a very zesty fashion. It's like a 6 teammate. Next is the Dragonborn. You have the head of a dragon. What else could you ask for, man? Shoot out blue flames from your mouth at enemies, dealing consistent damage and pushing them away, or set the area ablaze with your Wyvern Crash. Players standing in the burn zone will be punished for trying to stand on your land. When you crouch mid-air higher from 2 blocks, you'll slam into the ground and smash everything around you. A perfect entrance. There's also one more thing you can do. Send out a powerful shot in the air and let meteors rain down from the sky, keeping the area off limits. Unless somebody's brave enough to walk in there. And now, the support class. At the moment, there's only one kit, but in our next test, we'll have a second one ready. The Divine Angel has one job: keep teammates alive with a plethora of healing abilities. Right-clicking your sword lets out a homing beam that consistently heals teammates. Use your book to heal allies nearby or a single target with your wand. Need a quick escape? Crouch in midair to flutter away from enemies and catch up to your teammates. If you want to pull out the big guns, use your Divine Bell to heal allies nearby with every beat of your holy instrument. And those are all the kits you'll be seeing for the September Alpha test. Hopefully this quick rundown gives you a good idea on what each kit does, and hopefully you can choose a playstyle that's right for you. Alright, let's end it off with you, Chicken. Wow. Thanks, Chicken. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed that showcase. Now that you understand how to play Domination, you're ready to start playing in September for our Alpha. Tests will continue in the coming months as well, and there will be more content for Domination in the future server editions. Updates will show my handsome face in a future episode of Citadelle TV. It was of course wonderful having my beautiful audience here. I know you love me. The link to our Discord to sign up will be in the description below. And of course, give us a like, give us a sub, and we'll end it off with, of course, the jazz band. We've always had a jazz band. So without further ado, hit it, Jason!
Oh, you got it, boss.
Oh my god!